it's about action. And I think this is a really good time to talk about the third part of the interview, which is thinking into results. I mean, it's not just about thinking, not just wishful thinking, imagine a positive outcome. No, it's about also into results. So perhaps you want to say something about the Thinking into Results program.
Sure. Yeah. No. Thank you. Yeah. It really is. Like you said, we create our future, and we create it on three planes of existence, which is we imagine it first, then we speak about it, we create it in our speaking, in our language to ourselves and others, and then we have to take physical action. And I think we might even trace that back to the ancient Greeks when they talked about, what is it? It's theoria, praxis, poiesis, the three elements of creation. We have an idea that we dream up in our mind. You can dream up any idea. If you like it and fall in love with it, then it's yours. You can make it happen. But you have to take the action. The action of praxis is the practice of doing what you're thinking before it shows up and manifests in physical reality. And you have to have belief and action. Praxis is about combining belief and behavior, belief and action together. So you have to believe it's possible, your dream's possible, and then you have to take the action that supports the manifestation of the dream. And this is what, Alex, you're saying here is Thinking into Results is the program that Bob Proctor created, and that I'm one of the consultants working with him, teaching from his material that he's put together and taught for over 50 years as one of the leading personal development teachers in the world. And he calls it Thinking into Results because it starts with our thinking. Whatever results you want in the future begin with your thoughts. But between your thinking and imagination and the results showing up, that Ferrari in the garage, there's things to do. Now, why people struggle to do the things is because their beliefs, their image is not in harmony with the goal that they set themselves. They still don't believe on a deep level that they can achieve it. So we really do have to believe as well as take action. Taking action will strengthen our belief. Strengthening our belief through a number of ways inspires us to take action. I said a number of ways. It's really about consistent connection with your goal through imagination, through writing the goal down, through thinking about it, through visualizing you achieving it, placing yourself in the future. I'll quote Neville Goddard from one of his books where he says that to really achieve something, you have to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You have to take on the feeling today that you would have if you'd actually achieved the goal.
Mm-hmm. And I think that can be so difficult because then we can believe that we're being disingenuous, dishonest with ourselves. Certainly I did. I remember you asked me to write down my self-image. And then I ended up writing down, I think it was 2 or 3 pages of, like, again, just some words about how I would like to see myself and then what that means to me. And some of those things, they just seemed like even writing down things like authentic. And I was like, I don't feel authentic right now. Writing down a strategic communicator, that I'm really listening to people, taking on board what they say, and then responding for the best outcome for all. But I wasn't doing that at the time. At least I didn't feel I was. And more so than that, when I was thinking about, well, do I believe in myself? And other people, my girlfriend was saying that she believes in me, my friends who are also business owners, and even you said that you believe in me, but I didn't believe in myself. So how is that possible to reconcile this self-image that doesn't exist in the present moment with one that we're writing down?
That's brilliant, Alex, because you've summed up the problem in its entirety there. We don't believe in our own goals. We don't believe in ourselves enough. And if the person today doesn't believe in who they need to be to create the goal, to achieve the goal and create the future, they're going to really struggle to do it. They're going to struggle to take the action. And you're right. It feels like, well, I'm kidding myself. I'm fooling myself. And you hear fake it until you make it, but that's such a hard thing to do, a bit of a cliche. Yeah, it is the crux of the matter. You need to start believing that you are the person today who you need to become to achieve the goal you've set for yourself. But you can't find those beliefs inside of you because they don't exist yet. If they existed, you wouldn't be having this conversation. You wouldn't be thinking about the goal you're thinking about today. You'd be thinking about something else. So we always need to upgrade our self-image, our image of ourselves. And it can be a really long, drawn-out process where we get knocked back a lot of the time. or we can embrace this idea that if you begin to imagine yourself as being the person you need to be in the future, and you start to practice being that person today, the actor's technique of act as if you already are. Shakespeare said it, he gave us the wisdom, assume a virtue if you have it not. It really is, the truth of it is, you've got to start believing that you can be the person you need to be to achieve your goals, and you need to start feeling and acting as if you're that person today, even when you don't feel like it. One technique to get there is to tell yourself, write out an affirmation, a one-line sentence, telling yourself, I am, whatever it is you wish to be, and telling yourself, speaking that to yourself, right, in the mirror. It's a great way of convincing yourself. And the speakers, you know, that's the speaker's technique as well, speaking into the mirror until you really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all about the feeling. It is always the inner feeling. As a speaker myself, it's not the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's the feeling in my heart. And if that feeling isn't congruent with what I'm saying, people are going to look at me and say, you're inauthentic. They're going to feel it, even if they don't say it themselves. The audience is just not going to listen. They're going to wonder, who is this guy?